Hey guys, Metal Driver here, back with another AEW review. Today I'll be looking at the ringside exclusive Coffin drop Darby Allin. So here we have the figure packaged in this nice coffin box. The packaging on the coffin looks really good. You get these floral designs on the side. This really cool black and white image of Darby. Down the front you got nothing's over till you're underground. So I love the aesthetic of this packaging. It looks really cool, really nice. Almost makes me not want to open this up, but this is a review, so I'm gonna have to do that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open this coffin and take a closer look at Darby Allin. Once you open up the packaging, you get a look of inside the coffin, which looks really nice. On the top half, it has this wooden design, which looks really good. On the bottom half, you see the figure with the accessories. He's got an extra head, a skateboard, and a body bag. Then on the bottom half of the coffin, you have all these black roses. So really nice packaging. It's got some good details, both inside and out. So again, this is really cool. It's one of those packages that it's nice to keep, even if you're not going to keep the figure mint on card. So the first accessory we're going to take a look at is his skateboard, which is in the shape of a coffin, so that's really cool. It's pretty much just black on the front. Got some silver right here and down here, but then on the back, you get this nice artistic design of Darby, which looks really cool, really dark, really macabre. Fits in line just perfectly with Darby Allin. So that's really cool. Love the paint on that. Then it comes with an entrance jacket. It's pretty much the exact same jacket that we have seen with the previous two Darby figures, just with maybe a little bit of different paint. So nice fading, some dirt all around, so that's really cool. So very well detailed, as usual. So if you have any of the other Darby figures, you know what you're getting when it comes to this entrance jacket. Then looking at the body bag, it is a big soft goods piece, which looks really nice. There is a Velcro here so you can fit figures inside the body bag, so you can put Darby in here or his opponents. Then looking at the second head sculpt that he comes with, it's really well detailed, painted very well. It is the exact same head sculpt as the Series 3 Darby figure that we received, just with some different paint. You'll even notice that the hair is painted differently. The original one was a light blonde, whereas the new one is a white hair, very bleach blonde. So the paint on the flesh tone looks really good. The eyes, or I should say the right eye, looks really good. The lips look good. So does the eyebrow. And then looking at the painted face, and that looks really sick. It does a great job mimicking a skull with the paint. Looks really, really good. And comparing that with the first Darby figure, Series 3, yeah, much better on this. Paint right here looks really detailed. Came out very well. So that looks really cool. Then looking at the back, got a little bit of that white on the back of the head to give that faded look. Sculpting on the hair looks really good. So overall, really nice alternate head sculpt. I like how this turned out. Then looking at the default head sculpt that comes right on the figure, he is gritting his teeth, which this is the same head sculpt that we saw with the unmatched Darby figure. So same sculpt work, just different paint. As you can see, the paint is different in design. I really like how the skull looks on this face paint, and it looks really, really good. Painted very well. I don't see any mispaint, any smudges, any bad line work. So this is really awesome how this turned out. Especially since this is a figure that's a online exclusive, and the packaging, you really can't see the figure at all. And even if you could, it's not like you could pick out the best one because you're getting whatever Ringside sends you. Paint looks good on the non-face painted side. Eye looks good, so does the eyebrow. The lips look good. Hair, really like this bleached look. It does seem like the fade actually looks better on that head sculpt as opposed to this one. So I like how this turned out. Really great head scan here. He's got a tattoo on the back of his neck that says Relentless, painted very well. Then looking at the body, it is the same Darby body that we have received before. He's got the nothing's over till you're underground, but only half applied onto the chest because he does have this body paint on here of the rib cage of the skeleton, which looks really good, painted really well. The line work looks really well done on this, and if it doesn't turn out good, it's okay because this is body paint. You can say that that's how it's supposed to look because it's not a tattoo. He's got a necklace right here. He does have his arm tattoo of the skeleton arm here, which looks really good. We did see that with the unmatched Darby figure. But unlike the unmatched Darby figure, if you did watch that review, I did point out how that figure, this one right here, is missing the tattoo on the hand. And I want to say that that was a widespread QC issue. I do believe I saw other people online point out that that was missing. So thankfully they corrected that, and the new one, the ringside Darby figure, does indeed have the letters for the word drug tattooed on each finger. And then looking at the other hand, it says free, although it's really hard to see because of the hand tattoo of the skeleton covering it, but it is there. He's got a taped up hand right here. Then looking at the lower body, you've got his short shorts that are in black. His studded belt that goes all the way around the waist. Painted pretty well. Looks really good. And then you've got some solid black legs for his tights. And the exact same boots that we have seen on all the other Darby figures. Painted well, looks good. So I'm really impressed with how this turned out. So let's go ahead and look at the articulation and see if that's just as good as the others. His head is on a ball joint and a hinge, so it goes that high up. It looks that far down. Can turn side to side and slightly tilt. Shoulder goes that high up. It rotates all the way around. Biceps swivel. Double jointed elbows. Good range right there. Swivel and hinge at the wrist. Ball joint at the upper diaphragm. He crunches that far forward, that far back. He can turn side to side up there and pivot. And then he crunches further forward with the waist and further back. So great range there and slightly turn. Legs go that far out, they go that high up. There is a thigh cut. Double jointed knees. Rotation at the top of the boot. Ankle goes that high up, that far down, and there is some excellent ankle pivot. Alright, here's the new ringside exclusive Darby Allin next to the original Series 3 Darby. Here he is next to the unmatched Darby. And finally, here he is next to Alright, so what are my final thoughts on the new ringside exclusive Coffin Drop Darby Allin? I really like this figure. I think it's fantastic. It's got some cool accessories. I like the packaging that he comes with. It's designed as a coffin. It even looks like the inside of a coffin, which looks really cool. Now, I know there are a lot of collectors out there that don't want to have the same figure over and over again. Even if you have those previous two, I think this is one to still have in your collection. It does fix the error of the previous unmatched Darby that was missing the letters for the word drug on his right hand. This one has it. And then if you have the original Darby figure, that one doesn't have the arm tattoo. This one does. So if you want the most current up-to-date Darby Allin figure, this is the one to go with. And in my opinion, I do think this is the best Darby figure that we have so far. So I'm a big fan of his. I'm glad to have it in my collection. I think you should pick one up as well. If you haven't done so already, go ahead, like this video, and subscribe. If you want a chance to get a shout out in the next video, leave a comment down below, just like Lucas James said, stupendous review, Metal Driver. The WrestleMania 12 backdrop is so rad. Ah yes, WrestleMania. Stupendous. Hopefully I never hear that word again. Check me out on my social media so you can be up to date with all my wrestling figure photography, and I'll see you next time.